There's no way any sane individual can continue to support such an enclave like Nigeria. Some of the Nigerian agents that they used to lie against our innocent brothers in Finland, they're already hiding their faces in shame because of the lies and because of what they did. Nobody can stop what we're doing because what we are doing is legal. It is our right for self-determination. We have the right to what we are doing, and we will continue to protect our land until United States of Biafra is fully restored. For those of you that are romancing, having private meetings, partnering with individuals that our Prime Minister Obatobie has suspended from this struggle in this government, we want you to ensure that you are not parading this government or using this government as a backing to commit your atrocities. If you do not support this United States of Biafra under my leadership, as Obatobie has said it, you need to stop using our logo. You need to go form your own government. You need to stop parading yourself as a state or as a member of United States of Biafra. That is the freedom you have. But you do not have the freedom to use our logo, use our name, use our people, use our Twitter handles to go and parade lies that will bring division in this government. This United States of Biafra is fully intact. It's only one country that we have. Those of you that do not believe in that, you are free to leave. You are free to go. But make sure you're not using anything that is bearing our Prime Minister's name or anything that our Prime Minister has established. Be sure you are not using that. That is what I'm telling you. Be sure you are not using any Twitter handle that our Prime Minister is aware of. Any name, any logo that belongs to the United States of Biafra, to the Biafra Republic government in exile, to the de facto government. Make sure you are not using that. You are free and you have the power and you have the right to walk away. But anywhere we get you using anything that belongs to the United States of Biafra or Briggy or de facto, Biafrans are going to come after you. For our defense, the only authorized arm for the United States of Biafra defense at this time is the Department of Defense headed by our own Solomon Nkwocha and the Deputy Onyami. And then we have the people on ground. We have our angels that are doing the needful, that are working closely with the United States of Biafra defense team. If you know you are a defense team for the United States of Biafra, you must align yourself, with the Biafra Defense Department headed by Solomon Nkwocha. If you're not doing that, then you are on your own. Again, the state administrators, the 40 state administrators, please be on the lookout for all those infiltrators in your states. And do not hesitate to bring it to the attention of the government. Any individual or group that uses the name of this government in any meeting, in any form, anywhere. We will continue to expand our angels guarding our land against the reintegrated terrorists sent by the Nigerian President Tinubu, Hope Uzodinma Soludo and co. They know they do not have any right to assemble terrorists in uniform in our land and label them security. We are a nation with all the criteria met. So any terrorist in Nigeria Army and Police uniform or security in our territory, they need to know they are occupying a foreign land and they need to leave. We must protect our land against foreign invaders. Like I said, our defense department will continue to expand and fortify the angels that are protecting our land in the 40 states. Again, I would like everyone to know why we are the United States of Biafra. We are still government in exile. where some of our democratic structures are not yet in place. I believe most of you have read the contract, the volunteer contract that the Biafra government sent to most of the people that are working under the United States of Biafra government. Those contracts, all of them signed that. And in that contract, they know the power the prime minister has. So anybody coming to parade to you people, telling you they're using charter and charter, those people, they never, ever followed our prime minister Obatobie. They are just opportunists that are being used at this time by the Nigerian agents and those that believe, those that think that they are following our leader, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, and trying to usurp, trying to use this little opportunity that our prime minister is not available to bring their chaos inside the United States of Biafra, but they're already dead on arrival. This thing happening is bound to happen. We need it to happen, because without it happening, Biafrans will not know those that are truly following our prime minister, Obatobie. And we thank God for this opportunity. Again, some of the individuals that are working, doing whatever, using, manipulating innocent Biafrans, trying to manipulate our innocent men on ground. We know you all, and all I can tell them, our men on ground, please ignore their shenanigans. Ignore the drama they are bringing to you. Do not be part of that drama. If you join them, you will regret them. They will mislead you. These are individuals that never wanted the restoration of the United States of Biafra. Do not follow them. Focus on the task our prime minister gave you and stay on that assigned task. Nothing more, nothing less. Some people that call themselves Brigade Cabinet members, some of the documents that we requested for, that we need to help us file some of our documents, some of them have seized that. Again, Professor Chioma Okoma, she did the presentation of the analysis of the referendum in Finland. I know I've requested for that document for her from over a week. She refused. She's refused to send that analysis of our referendum. But thank God, we always have a way. This government, we will always have a way. Thank God, through our security service, we were able to obtain the analysis of that referendum vote that was done in Finland, which she and her cabals, they refused to turn it over to the government. And again, these are individuals working for the government, and then all of a sudden hijacking the properties and the documents that belong to the United States of Biafra government. And they think it's about COS or it's about Simon Ekpa or it's about something. But they will pay the prices for what they're doing. So while they are busy doing everything possible to stop us from moving forward, God is opening different sources for us to get the items that they hijacked. And we have all the items that we need to continue to do what we are doing. Again, the United States of Biafra Army, they're the ones in charge of recruitment. There was no recruitment that was announced by me. And I can see people pulling flyers of a statement or something I made like 3-4 months ago when Obatobie was still around. And these criminals inside this brigade cabinet, some of them are parading it. Oh, that the COS is recruiting army. COS is doing this. That is how low they can go. And some Biafrans are listening and following these cowards in these behaviors that they are exhibiting, thinking because they're media, how media war. And I tell them, where your own media war stops, that is where Biafrans are going to pick up. Again, we are fortifying so many bases in homeland with the resources they need. These are bases that have been approved by our prime minister in meetings, in my presence, in the past. But for some reason, some of the resources they've requested for have been denied of them. Not anymore. Most of them are getting what they need right now, and they are very, very happy doing what they need to do. We are going to have fundraising, like I said, this Saturday. And I believe on the 28th, the finance department are going to announce, I think there will be no fundraising on the 28th because Biafrans are traveling in different parts of the world. It is a holiday season. And I think Biafra needed time to enjoy their holidays with their families. So I think after this fundraising for the next one on the 28th, the finance department will issue a statement on that. But Biafrans, please continue to donate privately. The account is the New Dimension mandate. That is the only account right now approved by the United States of Biafra government and by the Brigade government and the de facto homeland. No other account. And if you go inside that New Dimension mandate, the homeland account is fully embedded inside there. And we thank all the states in Biafra that have been using the homeland account to donate their money. The previous account being used in the homeland, that account has been, we dissociate ourselves from that account because we do not have access to that account. Nobody should donate a dime to any account except the New Dimension mandate and the local account that is inside, which most of you, I believe, have that information. I strongly believe that our fundraising will kick back on January the 4th, 2025, when we come back from the holidays. But again, all Biafrans, we encourage you to continue to donate. And I thank you so much, all the people that are donating, either during fundraising or even on their own private time. We've been getting a lot of support privately and publicly. Thank you so much. Our new United States of Biafra website is almost ready with the new account and all that. Once it's ready, the information and technology department, we are going to send out that information to the whole Biafrans. And that will be the new place where we are going to start using for all our donations, all the activities concerning the government, since few individuals have decided to hijack the IPOBUSA.org and the Biafra government in exile account. Some of the things they do is not something I have to say here, but I'm just giving you the few information you needed to be fully informed on what is going on. The recruitment of Biafrans into the various departments of the United States of Biafra is still ongoing, and we thank all those that are professionals that have been declaring their interest. Again, we have the 24 departments, about 16 heads of departments. So continue to reach out to them with your expertise, where you can contribute, and the areas where you think you fit in best to support the building of our new nation. Continue to reach out to those individuals, the secretaries and the deputy secretaries that are heading those departments. Again, at this time, some of the fake Twitter handles, we've closed them down because some of these individuals, these criminal individuals, are using those Twitter handles to spread false information and create division in this struggle. There's no division in the United States of Biafra. We have only one government. But many of you must have noticed where people pretend they use the logo of the government of Obrigi, and they use that to spread false and unfounded information that creates stress for our people. So we don't need that. That is why we are closing. Once we recognize any of those handles, we are going to shut it down. You can always follow me on my Twitter space or follow the government handle on Twitter handle. That's where, or follow any of the secretaries of the United States of Biafra. Very soon, their handles are going to be created on Twitter, so you know who is who. We don't want people misleading and sending out wrong information using the name of this government. And we are getting great responses from our allies that are going to be partnering with the United States of Biafra, and we're going to be recognizing us. Some of those information is not something I have to relay here, but we are doing very, very good on that part to the roadmap to Biafra recognition. There are a couple of countries the letters have gone out to. There are some that are still in process. And on that note, I think that will be the end of my speech today. I thank you all for listening, and I will be able to take a few questions from Biafrans, and then we can call it a day. Thank you so much, Biafrans.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, Biafra, Biafra. Yeah, Superstar Media. Tell me about Biafra. We going back to the motherland. Tell me about Biafra. I wanna know. Tell me about Biafra. We going back to the motherland. Tell me about Biafra, Biafra. I wanna know. We going back to the land. We going back to the motherland. Biafra, Biafra. Tell me about Biafra. We going back to the land. Tell me about Biafra. We going back to the motherland. Tell me about Biafra, Biafra. Tell me about Biafra. We going back to the land.
All right, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we bring you back-to-back update and information as the hot. In case it's your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you go be the first. We'll collect them. Let's go down to the news proper as the hot. You don't share for the Obodo as the hot today. The information dropping from my table be say na woto where the men of the NIG them boys don't collect from the hand of the BLA boys. They say they clash face to face for one place for inside Anambra like that, where the boys of the NIG army go for the camp, where the boys of BLA army they do their camp. According to the information we say with the guy, they say the BLA boys just they kunkunde kirikere for their own. You don't say for Anambra too, you get people where they call on the ransom. Those boys where they carry people, Burundi kidnap, they go kidnap people, call for ransom. But this one no be them. They say this one now just BLA boys, their camp, where they have their military camp that they call them men on ground. They say now the men of the NIG them boys entered there. They say the kind of shooting where we say happened there, say granite waste like waiting that they sell for market. They say the boys of the NIG them boys they collect plenty. They say some of them self wound. As the matter be, some even jump. They say they leave their car there to Ama. They say as they go, now the boys even carry some of their halos and some now they carry fire put and say make it burn. I say if your son or your brother they for the NIG them boys army or for them police, I beg make you try to give them advice. So because those boys where they come in on ground, they here say they know they smile. They say smile no even there for their face. They say for them, say they know they there to they look for trouble. But when you carry trouble, enter their domot, they say your own now law. They say your own go be say you don't finish your own now one. All right, I see the B. Now the Kanu's case, they say Southeast governors risk U.S. sanction travel ban. American military veteran warns. You don't shell. They say an American military veteran now they talk this one say for the governors where we say the day for South, he say if he be say America go ban them from traveling to America or even coming to America because they say that they do Ndoroaka behind they collect some bribe for behind for the matter where we say concern the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The Kepu where they leak, even Sowore talk of course you know Sowore will be the presidential candidate for 2023. Will bring Tinubu into office in the run with non-party. So we talk say the people self will be say that the Ruruaka for the matters will be say concern Ohanezendigbo one of Ndigbo Mazen and the kind of say make you no come out for the DSS detention, they say some Igbo governors self, they say their hand dey for inside though, because they say Mazen Nnamdi Kanu dey like their bait now, where they use get office. Of course, you know that any politician will be say they for South is one thing, one people to hear in them, in go they bring up Mazen Nnamdi Kanu matter. But if I say that update don't cast for them, because people know they too pay attention to them again. Makanande Banye say, SNA Wallen Donachi, Nana go, Manambosago Gabia. Na Mazen go Abia go. Of course, you know, even before people like Isoludo and the plenty of them enter office, they promise say once they enter there, say na Mazen na the canon freedom na in name. But as they enter, they just go there, take picture with them, leave and come out. Make I carry you go for that waiting that American veteran of Igbo descent talk. American military veteran of Igbo descent, Avid, has warned that Southeast governors risk a range of U.S. presidential sanctions, including travel ban and confiscation of assets on U.S. soil over their alleged complicity in the continued detention of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra and IPOB, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. The warning is coming on the heels of the alleged reluctance of the governors to jointly write a joint as demanded by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, requesting the release of Kanu to them. In a statement by the President-Chief, Dr. Sylvester Onya, and Secretary Dr. Gosson Obiago of American veteran of Igbo descent expressed displeasure at the reluctance of the governors to advance to the President the said letter accusing them of non-committal towards Kanu's release. American veteran of Igbo descent, which is a body of retired and serving military officers of Igbo extraction in the North and South American military, reminded the governors of the grave implication of their lackadaisical attitude towards Kanu's continued incarceration. The statement read in part, according to the information we have, the governors are supposed to meet with the president and unanimously advocate for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's release, which has yet to occur. We also know that Mr. President has asked the Southeast governors to write a formal letter seeking the release of their son, which they all find difficult to do. We are also aware that all meaningful initiatives, particularly by religious leaders and national and state players, have been frustrated by the governors. Even after the Nigerian Appeal Court pronounced Mazen Nnamdi Kanu not guilty, the governors remained silent, confirming their complicity. Your Excellencies, as the USA military veteran of Igbo descent, we must make you aware that the continued detention of Nnamdi Kanu mirrors the sort of great human rights violation sanctionable by the US government under the Global Magnitsky Human Rights Accountability Act, which was enacted to punish violators of internationally recognized human rights. The act empowers the President of the United States of America to impose sanctions against foreign officials complicit in gross violation of internationally recognized human rights, against persons for existing internationally recognized rights to freedom of expression or association, among other things. The range of presidential sanctions include denials of visa, blocking transactions in all property in the United States, and public stigma. Therefore, when the time comes for it, your inaction in seeking the release of Nnamdi Kanu may make you complicit and thus subject to the full consequences of this act should you come in contact with the United States, which you may do very often. The veteran cautioned the governors against being passive over matters of importance to the Igbo nation. As the American veteran of Igbo descent USA, we cannot stand by and let Southeast governors devastate Igbo land by selfishness and lack of motivation to advance our region. As a group, we attempted multiple times to persuade these governors that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was justified in his stance on security and socio-economic development of Southeast. Keep in mind that you governors prescribe IPOB, while previous President Buhari labeled this wonderful organization a terrorist movement due to his enmity with the Igbo people. For this reason, we can't blame the president for the insecurity in the Southeast region. The veterans also urged President Tinubu to stop looking for excuses and release Kanu in compliance with the pact his son Said had with Kanu's family before the 2023 presidential election. American veteran of Igbo descent told President Tinubu to honor his promise to release Kanu, which he made during the campaigns. We, the American military veterans of Igbo descent, concur with Prince Emmanuel Kanu's position on the implementation of the agreement between the family of Nnamdi Kanu and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu through his son Seyi. We also concur with the concerned Igbo ministers' commission over the recent news announcement that the continued detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a betrayal to Igbo nation. All right, wonderful people, now don't hear as they happen. This one, they come from American veteran of Igbo descent. They don't the one say, if Southeast governors no know what they do, say sanction, now they come for them. Say Donald Trump will be the new president of America. They say the man know the laugh, and the man self know they support anything will be bad thing. He himself na straightforward man. And as they be, of course, for Donald Trump side, Americans, some people, well, especially the Democrats, they fight and well because they don't talk. Say once he enter office, anything will be in the LGBTQ, he said their own na bye bye. Well, my hand no day, my own not to bring you information as they be. All right, if not the first time where we say they carry body put for this wonderful channel, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button. So that whenever our news is dropping, you go be the first. We'll correct them. All right, my wonderful people. As it be, before I go wind down this curtain, you get one information will be say a drop for my table. They say the former governor of Anambra State say last year he used 1.5 billion. Say he give them as he give them to charity. They share them to plenty people. 1.5 billion. Me, I don't know people will collect this one because that 1.5 billion, if to say in share 1 million to each Anambra indigene, me, I go follow get. And every Anambra children, even all Nigerians, all Nigerian children, because as it be, the whole of Nigeria, we did 200 and something million. So 1.5 billion to charity. I beg, as soon as they share this money, make una just the share and naka. Everybody come and collect 1 million. And no worry, he get jam, get where I may be go. Macron record say these governors, sometimes they go to bring wine into us. Of course, our population. The other time, we hear say jam say they use how many billion where they use for feeding security personnel. We go for jam. I say 1.something billion just to feed. How many the students then they kwano? If you hand over 1 million to the student, the money no go still finish. All right, make I wind down that curtain here. Thank you for listening. God bless you.